okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay, though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Sip, hit my Michael, in my Michael J. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid. In the second grade, selling lemonade. Get paid, hold up, wait.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Falcons going up against the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. And the play clock's running down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, Burnett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Burnett, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on third and goal? And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Fournette. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You got it all the way down here. I would go for it.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 8-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. First down. Burnett flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Slot man moves right. From the gun on 3rd down. Burnett dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. not connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Here we go.
Bryant, the man in motion right. To throw on third down. Burnett. Hard throw, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And incomplete here on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
To throw on second down. Burnett. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. 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 Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
On first and 10, Burnett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on second down. Burnett. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's round. Come on, let's go. Let's round.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now they try the right side here. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Saints.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A handoff to Fournette. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Burnett escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette, very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To throw on 2nd down. Burnett buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now it's 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. off as they run the counter play. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Now, check, Patriot!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a big hit. Knocked out sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go.
And the wideout in motion.
3 and 19. Gun. Watch him now, Barney. Leopard.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Back there. Here we go now. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And he motions the wide receiver.
No. Check, Patriot. Leopard. Detroit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Vic Beasley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
All right, here we go. Over.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch him now, Barney!
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Now let's go! Good! Leopard!
He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Set! Blue landing! Detroit!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
All right, now, look at 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Breaks through the contact. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback, 56 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a handoff looking right. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Ryan 38.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Off the bootleg. Burnett. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Set, speed,
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 54 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Back to throw now on first down. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they try the right side here. And this is going to come up well short as they stop them on 4th down. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.